One more. Here we go. Hi, I'm Amy from Alaska.
And I'm Bobetta from Oklahoma.
But we're probably going to die
Here in California.
I sure hope so.
Welcome to our podcast, Beside Death Life, where we'll be discussing dealing with death, but from the vantage point of living.
With a dash of humor, because why not?
I mean, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Today's episode is special. Amy and I venture to Rim Forest in the San Bernardino Mountains near Lake Arrowhead to visit Boyce Studios. Cece Boyce shows us how her handmade wooden urns that are also planters are made. We go through the process, laughter, tears, price points, rich experience. Ready for you guys to come along with us.
That more people can't see them IRL because they have a lot more impact when you see them in person. That it's really hard to capture the essence of them in photographs. Like when people see them in person,
so light.
Yeah, because and the inside is mostly air because the bottom is built like a box.
Oh, here, show me.
Yeah, so then the ashes go down below. So the bottom is built like a box. So then the ashes go down below, and then I put in like a little muslin bag, kind of echoing muslin shrouds, of old, and then that's where the ashes go. And then the top and bottom are held with really strong rare earth magnets. So it's, so even if it falls over, it's not going to.
Rare earth magnets.
Yeah, so everything is going to be all natural. And this is all California wood. I work with local arborists to work with some really interesting California wood. So this is rescued lumber, which is different than reclaimed. This hasn't been used before. But this is all wood that would have landed in the landfill. So this is California sycamore. This is sweet gum or liquid amber.
Both?
This is liquid amber. This is FSC certified walnut. But this is California sycamore.
Wow.
So yeah, these are all trees that either were sick and had to be cut down, or maybe in a fire something was going to be demolished, so they had to be cut down. And so instead of going to the landfill, these arborists cut down the wood, cut it up, dry it, and sell it to woodworkers like me.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Because what's interesting is that I love sycamore trees because a big sycamore campground, and I love sycamore. I know what sycamore trees look like
On the outside.
right, but
Yeah.
I think I like the way this walnut looks, and then this is
It's liquid amber, or called sweet gum.
wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what these trees look like in real life?
On the outside, not so much, but on the inside, yes. Yeah, the inside, yes.
It's like the
Yeah.
female's
But
body.
Yes, totally. But it's also funny, this is sycamore too.
Right.
So sycamore differs. So sometimes it's really orange, sometimes it's pink, sometimes it can be brown like this. But you can see it has the really distinctive kind of lacy grain almost.
Definitely
Yeah.
here is amazing. This is.
And then it has that natural spalting in there. So that's a fungus that grows. It's dead now. It gets killed during the drying process. But I always call it nature's graffiti because it always kind of makes these really nice organic
That's
designs. Yeah.
Yeah, and then because this is sycamore. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because look at how lacy and
how different they look.
Wow.
The color wise.
wow, and this almost looks wrinkly. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I want to feel it.
Yeah, it's so light.
Oh, it is.
I was expecting it to be like
heavy.
a bookend or something,
But this rare, may I see the, so you have, I see where the magnets are.
Yes, and then I hide them.
You hide them.
Yeah. And then the top, and then the plant, then everything comes with a cup, and so then the plant just goes on top. So then the wood is protected, and then you just drop it in like that.
And do people pick out which plant, or you just give them the cup?
I just give them the cup.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and then they put a plant in there. Some people don't do plants. Some people do. They might do like an air plant like this.
Oh yeah.
Some other people have put like crocheted items in there. They like crochet something and put them in there. Actually, faux plants have come a long way. Actually, sometimes if you are not, some people say to me like, "Oh, I don't want to do a plant. Like I have a black thumb. Like I don't want. Like I kill everything.
Right.
You know, faux plants have actually come a really long way. And they look really good, and so you can just put a faux plant in there too if you wanted to, or I can make them with no hole. Some people ask me that too. They're like, can you just make it with no hole and just make it a sculpture? I'm like, absolutely yes.
Okay,
So-
and on this one, there's like the knot. So you left the knot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And
this is California elm.
oh, that's
That's.
And so when do you decide? Oh, I'm going to just embrace the knot.
Yeah, so like if I think it's enhanced by the knot and it's not a structural thing, so like if it's not going to affect the structure of the urn, then I leave it in. Woodworkers love stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love to embrace stuff like that. So I have two different things on my website. I have the ready to ship and I have made to order. So this would go under my ready to ship collection. So then people know, okay, I put this on.
I'm picking this one out specifically.
This is the one you're going to get. So then no one's surprised when they get a knot.
Right.
So if they would get something on like this would be on like the made to order section. It would be, more clear grain.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
As an artist, not necessarily a woodworker, but my dad worked with wood and everything. People get upset about knots.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Not everybody
And you
likes
pointed
them.
it out. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
have thought that having a knot was a problem.
people they don't want them.
So
Yeah.
you can't mix and match. They're just made for.
Everyone. They're all made for each other.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. This guy wants to be with this one. Oh wow! Look at that. Amazing.
Yeah, they're all made for
Look
each
at
other.
this cool little a little face looking out there. Wow. How many?
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that talking about mixing and matching, I'm really careful about what woods I put with each other. They're not just
why is
they're
that?
not slapped together, because not all woods are going to look good together.
Oh,
absolutely not.
There's cool tones, there's warm tones. Sometimes maybe you have really crazy grain on the bottom and you don't want really crazy grain on top. You don't want things to be too matchy. Sometimes you want them to be complementary but not matchy. So it's not just putting this one and this one together. I'm spending a lot of time looking at two
Designing
different woods.
it.
Yeah, designing it. Yeah. It's
Well,
not
it's
just
beautiful.
it's not-
I mean, it is actually like really. It reminds me of like. I mean, it reminds me of when I met somebody that did these kind of. She was Japanese, and she would do these Japanese, flower.
the ikebana. Yeah. The kind of wabi sabi.
Thank you.
Kind of like
Wabi
that. Yeah.
sabi
Thank
ikebana.
You know what I'm
I know,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, how they it's balanced like that. Gorgeous. I love that stuff.
And
yeah.
it took me a while because she talked about it, and then we got high,
yeah.
and
Now
then I
you're
looked
here.
at each picture,
Yeah.
and then I was like,
Yeah.
but I had to have her,
Yeah.
because at first it was like, oh, and then I got
You
it,
got it. Yeah.
and that's what this because it is, definitely. But I just am amazed when I pick it up. Now I get it. It's
Yeah.
really special.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it is.
you.
It's really cool. Each one is different. How many people that buy from you get to see them in real life?
Oh, that's a good question. I do, like when I lived in Los Angeles, so there were people that wanted to come see them first, or they wanted to do a studio visit first, or people who wanted to do them custom. So there were, but mostly it's online.
Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say
Well, I bet they're really impressed when they
Yeah.
get it in real
Yeah,
life. They're
yeah.
probably like, "This is even more beautiful than I
so
had
I would say
anticipated."
like majority online, but yeah, when I lived in Los Angeles, people would come to my studio and they would pick out the actual wood. I would I would say, what are we looking for here? And then I would make some selections for them based on what they said, and then
Right.
they would choose between among those things. And that was really special. I really like designing for the people,
Yeah.
hearing about who I'm making it for. And then also too, I do stuff over Zoom.
That's
I did that a lot during COVID, where people were they wanted to know like who was making this and what the custom stuff. Instead of doing 25 emails back and forth, let's just have a Zoom. Like, let me show you what I have. Let me talk to you about who this person was, because then I can put their personality into this too.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
I do that with pets. Like, show me your pet's pictures. I can match their fur to this. And I can match their personality to this.
Oh.
Yeah, there was one in particular. This one where I'll show it to you on Instagram, where I matched this dog. It was a really scruffy terrier. I'll show it to you. It's my favorite one.
My eye bags look. I cried all day yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, 2 different reasons, but it was just like, today's the day.
Well, once you cry, it just comes easier. It's the dam has been broken. Yeah. I'm going to cry about the dogs because, I just spent the whole last weekend with my family down in, Carlsbad, and I almost cried.
Oh my God.
It was your family, so you decided.
Right.
not
It
to.
was like, why did I give birth to you again? I kind of,
Look at that. And then look at that.
So cool.
I mean, the colors match exactly.
That's beautiful.
So look at this urn, and then look at this dog. I mean, the color, this color, that dog. I mean, I feel like I just nailed it.
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
So match, and then also there was another dog, Dart. This dog named Dart.
Dart.
It was a a Maltese. It was Dart. This one was a video. So this is Dart. Had like curly white fur. That's what I said. Oh, that's what I did. So then I had some curly maple to match his fur. But then I was trying to, and this video actually details of like what, like I was trying to like,
going together.
yes, like trying to find some like more woods that like go, so then that was for Dart. So there's like, like I originally wanted to do it with this wood, but then it doesn't look together. So then I had to find another wood to go with it, so that's kind of detailing, like things don't always look good together. My plan was this. Oh no, it doesn't look good together. I'm going to try 4 more things,
Right. Yeah. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, take us over here and show.
Okay.
You were tell us about, you have a pet groomer.
Oh yeah.
Next door to.
Yeah. So I also do sympathy gifts. So all woodworkers are hoarders. So as you can see, and downstairs is even worse. I have like
downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs is where all my big machines are. I can show you that. I can show you that
big
too.
Machines.
Yeah. So and so I have a lot of scraps, and I can't let go of them. So I just choose to make stuff out of my scraps. So some of the stuff that I make are these little air plant holders, and so what I do is I take a laser etcher, and then you can laser etch someone's name on there or your pet's name, and then you send those out as like a sympathy gift. And and then I sent, and they're packaged up really nicely, and it has like the little instructions on how to take care of the air plants like that. So then that way it allows me to do something with the scraps,
Right.
so I don't, the walls don't cave in on me.
Right.
Yeah.
And the pet groomer next door
Yes,
is
yeah.
someone that you have a relationship with.
Exactly. Yeah. So she and I, she's a pet groomer, and she has, a relationship for years with these clients. And, one of the inevitabilities of being a pet parent is that you're going to lose them someday. So I make them for her clients. And then we have symbiotic relationship, and she promotes my urns, and I make these for her and for her clients.
That's so good.
And
in
she
real
also
life.
yeah. And she lets me steal her Wi-Fi too. So
Well, that's important because we're using it right now.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, she's great. So I got really lucky with her as a neighbor. She's a great neighbor.
So did you say that they put the dogs' names on, or the kids' names on there?
Yeah, so I laser etch the names on there.
Do you have any with any of that laser etching on it?
No, not right
Maybe
now.
or on your Instagram.
I have some pictures I can like send to you. I made her.
Oh.
Yeah, those are the ones that I made for her.
Oh, I like that.
Like,
Nicely
aren't they
done.
cute?
I was trying
Just
to
modern
envision.
and minimal, you know.
I love that font.
Me too.
Helvetica, of course. Helvetica, yeah, of course. You know, just like modern,
OG.
minimal. The OG, yeah.
I was wondering.
That's me, like testing out my
burner.
brands. Yeah. Yeah, because usually I use the laser etcher on the bottom of my urns, but these I use the brand, and so that's just testing out to see if it's hot enough. Yeah. Do you want to go downstairs?
Yeah,
to see my
let's
big
go downstairs. You want to go,
machines?
Randy? I'll follow you.
It's really dusty, so hang on to the railing.
Okay.
I've tripped.
I'm working with an artist
I've
with
tripped more than once.
all kinds of stuff, but what are these things real quick?
Okay, so this is my edge sander. So like, yeah.
Oh, wow. I just.
Yeah, so that'll go around and around. This is the dust collector for that. That just broke. I have to
Also
replace
collects
that
its own
motor.
dust.
These are all the templates for the urns. So yeah, these are all the, they trace the shapes.
So you typically stay with, I mean, this is a different shape than like your bigger ones.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a smaller version of this guy. Yep. But yeah, these are the tried and true shapes, which is why that other company copied exactly the shapes. It took me a year of like products like development to get these because it was hard to do the size, the size that you need, because I have small, medium, and large, for people and for pets.
Right.
So in order to find like a shape that was holding the right amount but still a shape that looked good, super hard.
Yeah.
Downstairs.
So that's how you came up with this.
Let's sit down with Boyce.
And the
have a
ability to hold a plant.
Exactly. That, because like to make shapes that would just like hold just the ashes would be easy, but to also hold the plants, not that easy.
And be beautiful.
Right.
These are stunning.
Right. Yeah, which is why, because I've tried over the years to make like another. So yeah, hold on.
Hold on to the rail.
No, sometimes I feel like I'm a fraud because I didn't go to art school.
Well, I hear art school is like, that makes you a fraud.
I know, right?
You just figure it out by yourself.
Well, my dad was a woodworker, and so I kind of grew up woodworking, and most of this stuff comes from making stuff that I use. So like that's kind of where, and all of the stuff that I've ever made, because I used to, this came later. Like I was not
going to ask you, like, how did you even get into making urns?
I was not in the death care industry at all. I was in the design industry. I was more in like home goods, furniture, stuff like that. And so I was doing that, and what I was doing was what we were talking about before with the offcuts from my furniture projects. I was making geometric planters, and so some friends of mine's father passed away, and they liked the planters that I was making, and they said, they're going to divide up the cremains amongst family members. Can you just make us one of your planters and just put an extra hole in it, and we'll just stuff the ashes in there? And I said, let me see if I can just like design something. Like that sounds weird. Let me see if I can design something. Yeah, like I think I can do it better than just shoving ashes something. And so I made the first plantern, and it was this shape. This is still like
I love that.
It's still like this is the iconic first one. It was this shape. It wasn't as refined as this, and it was a little bit different. But it was this. It was this, this kind of asymmetrical trapezoid, and I put it up on Instagram as like, hey, I made this custom project urn, and when I put it up on Instagram, people were like, oh my god, that's really cool. We're gonna get one of those, and that's where I met. That's where I met Jill Schock, Death Doula LA, and Lauren from Precious Creature, and they were like, where can I get this? My clients would love this. Where does it? And then when I looked into it, I was like, oh, this doesn't exist. Like, how often do you come across something that doesn't exist?
Right.
And
that's the time to get in.
So then, Lauren and Jill were so generous with their time and with their knowledge because I had no idea about anything about the death care industry, and then I toured crematories and figured out, oh, this is how much volume a person is. This is how much volume a dog or a cat is, and yeah, it was a year of research, prototyping, trying to find shapes that looked good and still could have a plant on top, and hold the correct volume for people and for pets. And then I did a Kickstarter because I needed to upgrade my shop. I needed this sander. I needed better tools. I needed better machines to be able to replicate these over and over again. So yeah,
I'm going to interject. So I've always been like, who starts a Kickstarter and who are the people that donate to those things? Did you find that people in the death care industry were donating to it? Was it friends and family? Were it strangers?
It was strangers who wanted this. Yeah, it was people who wanted this. Yeah, mostly. Mm-hmm. Wow. And it was also back in the day.
What year are we talking?
This
2020.
This was 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when I came up with these, was 2018. So I've been making these since then. This was also back before Kickstarter kind of got ruined by people who would already have a lot of money, who would make very glossy videos and already have seed money to make stuff, and where people like me who had nothing could make a video with a good idea and people would donate to it. And it wasn't much money. I think it was 10 grand. So it wasn't a ton of money.
But you made it.
But I made it. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it was some friends and family too, like donating, of course, but mostly it was, strangers who wanted the product.
And did you curious, because I do feel like we now do talk about the good old days being pre-2020. It's not that long ago.
The 20s have sucked.
Yeah, it's been really
20s,
crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, with 2020 also being kind of this explosion of, dare I say, death,
Yeah.
Did you find a lot of business post 2020?
I was lucky during that time because I got some publicity during that time. Lisa Boone was very supportive. She's a wonderful supportive of artists with the LA Times. She really champions a lot of LA artists and helps them out with visibility. So she did an article on me, and I had a Saturday feature in the LA Times.
Wow!
And it was like a 2-page thing.
What?
I have it upstairs.
Crazy.
I'll show it to you. I have it upstairs.
We'll get
Unbelievable. So I'm so grateful to her.
Aww.
She's just a champion of ours.
It made me cry. I'm
sorry.
I'm off my crying day.
I know. It's like now it's moved on to me. It's contagious. Yeah. So that was really great. And then I was also featured in the New Yorker as well, and so that got me a ton of publicity.
What was it in the New Yorker? I love the New Yorker.
It was in Talk of the Town.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I think
Talk of the Town.
I have that upstairs too. I'll show it to you.
So what is upstairs?
Yes. It's storage and where I do my shipping. It's really dusty up there. I would take you up there, but it's so I didn't get a chance to clean up there. It's really, really dusty.
How do you clean?
Do we look like we care about?
I have to. I vacuum it. I vacuum it. Yeah. But so I got a lot of publicity during that time, and then also it was a really for me during that time. I did a lot of Zoom calls with people, and it was because at that time, in the building in which I was working, they closed the building, and so it was only at that time. Remember, it was only essential workers.
Yeah.
So I was considered an essential worker, and there was
because they were Urns.
Mm-hmm. Because it was and there was one other person. He was a mechanic, so he was an essential worker. So he and I were the only people in this building by ourselves. Wow. And so it was really lonely and and so the way for me to and I lived by myself. My soul cat had died. Oh my God, why am I crying? My soul cat had died. So it was a really great way I'm sorry, can we not put my crying in here so much?
Yeah.
I don't know. Tears are good. It's okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm crying
Yeah.
just to even ask you some questions about the animals.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, I think that it's okay, and it's real.
I just don't want to be really blubbery, like.
Well, you're not blubbery, and you
Yeah.
look beautiful, and you're not ugly crying.
Okay.
I'll do that for
Thank
us.
you.
I'm
Okay.
ugly cry. I ugly cry, and you look more like a Demi Moore cry.
In Ghost?
So,
You did cry beautiful in Ghost.
I know. I always try to cry like Demi Moore, and it never worked. And I get that haircut, and it didn't work either.
Thank you. That broke me out of it. Thank you. So anyway, in 2021, my soul cat had died, and I was living by myself, and so making these urns, having Zoom calls with people, connecting with people, really just. I mean, it was a really bad time for everybody, but that was just a way to connect with people. Yeah. And that's why I still make these, and that's why, just really meaningful. Even though this is hard right now, being an artist, having to do survival jobs, everyone's scared right now. Everyone's broke. This is hard, but I still do it. I still love to connect with people and do this. It's really.
Yay!
Really meaningful to me.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, we're
It's meaningful to us.
that's
to
why we're
see it
here.
in real life
Yeah.
has changed when I saw it.
It's different to see them in real life, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And I, our pets are so.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
I mean, our family, but.
Well, you
but
know
our
what?
pets.
I will say this honestly. I'm thinking about pivoting just to pets.
Oh, really?
Because in the funeral industry, people ask me all the time, have you thought about doing it at funeral homes? I'm like, actually, no, because, they're making money on caskets and plots and, what are the things the caskets go in? Vaults. They're not really interested in somebody like me. They're not making money off of me. And a lot of times people have very complicated feelings about people, but they don't have complicated feelings about their pets. And so people...
I love that!
People keep their loved ones in a closet for 5 years, 10 years before they buy an urn for them.
Or on the bar in our basement in my parents'
at
case.
a bar.
Yeah. In the trunk of their car. You know what I mean? They pick them up from their crematory and they leave them in the trunk of their car for a while, either because it's too difficult to deal with it, they don't want to deal with it, whatever the case may be. No judgment. No judgment.
Totally.
But with their pet, they want to honor them right away. They want to do that. So, because things are so difficult right now, people are broke, people are scared, and I'm thinking about, and I have some new designs that I'm working on, and it's just for pets. And so I'm thinking about pivoting just to do that and let the big dogs deal with the big urns. And, that's kind of where I'm headed now.
Would you still do special orders?
Of course. Okay. If somebody wanted, for their person. Right now, I'm actually working on a special order for someone in Canada, a 3-person urn. Yeah, which is going to be humongous.
And it's 3 people die together?
No, it's their grandparents who they've had and their mother, who is the daughter of the 2 grandparents. Super special. I've been working on it for quite a while, and so that kind of thing, or like a companion urn or like a special urn from somebody, of course. But for the ready to ship kind of stuff, I think that's kind of where I'm gonna pivot to. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Have you ever done one for a horse?
No. I don't even know how much that would be, because that's a kind of like a trunk, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you'd have to do it by weight. I don't know. I don't know if they cremate horses.
They
I don't know what do.
They do. Somebody asked me once. I had somebody go, "Would you want to do it for a horse?" And I said, "How much do you have?" They said, "It's a trunk." It was a trunk full. Yeah.
Oh.
So I said,
a trunk.
I was like a trunk. Because think of how much they weigh.
Well, yeah.
Where would you put that? It would be an outside pointer, like a coffee table. You could put.
Maybe.
It could be like a base of a coffee table.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
But it would just be so
I think
big.
she was going to spread some and maybe keep. So what I suggested was maybe spread some and then keep some, and I would make some, make a for that.
Because you know how people love their horses.
They really do. Yeah. That's why because she had lugged this trunk, I think, from like place to place. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I know some horse people. I just think, like a little bit, just yeah. Do you ever do the names on here? No, that's just,
I do. If people want to request it, I do. Yeah.
Because it would be nice. I mean, like to have, or even if you open it up and there was like a little plaque inside or something.
Yeah. Sometimes people want it on the bottom. Yeah, because I know some people really want it. The whole point of these is that they don't look like urns, but I do know that some people want it, and so I do.
Well, yeah, because when with something that would happen, and they'd be like, "What is this?" And they wouldn't even know. They wouldn't even know it was an urn
until they opened it.
Yeah, they would just be like, "Oh,
Well, that's the thing about these is that with grief, sometimes you want to talk about it, sometimes you don't. So if someone says, "Oh, that's a cool planter,"
you can be like,
you can be like, "Oh, thank you," or, "Yeah, that's Jim."
Yeah.
You know.
You want to hear this plant.
Or yeah, that's Rusty. You know what I mean? So. That's what I love about these too, is that it goes with the nature of grief, and that it is whatever your journey is, wherever you are at the time, these will match that.
Yeah. Because my mom and dad have been sitting on the shelf at my niece's, a bar that they have in their dining room, and they, we're always kind of like, oh, I mean, we've scattered their ashes here and there too. Over, they've been all over the place. Because we'll scatter in North Carolina, scatter in Alaska, but I think that we've kind of unloaded those ashes on my niece in a sense that they're sitting there on that shelf, and at least this would be something. It's not quite just the box that it comes in.
Is that what it's in on your shelf?
Yeah, we combined two of them. It's in that. It comes in like this little, it almost looks like a cigar box.
Yeah.
And I brought my kitty's box. It's in the car. Aww. Just because I was going to grab Dodger, but I was a little too. That's my, But I brought my kitty box just because thought maybe we could do some B-roll. At least have like the box of like what the urn or what it normally sits in.
Yeah.
For a pet anyway, for a kitty.
And
have you ever
had
the little box when they give it to you? Did you go to a crematorium when you said you went to the different crematoriums? Where?
I went to, I believe it was Neptune Society, Orange County.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think, yeah.
You were saying your parents were Neptune.
My parents were proud members of the Neptune Society.
No, not Neptune Society. Omega in Orange County. Yeah, I think. It was somewhere in Orange County. I think it was Omega.
And they were okay with you letting you come in. And
yeah, because we were talking about selling my urns there. So they let me tour like the retorts. Yeah. And they showed me somebody who was freshly out, and to see, because I wanted to know like
what you're working with.
Well, just like, I just wanted to see like what was the volume, and so they let me see what before they went into the processing. And I was like, oh, well, because like I feel like it's very important to know, like, because doing what I do, I was like, oh, okay. Because also when I'm talking to the family, it's good for me to know the process, so then I can help them too. You know what I mean? Because they might not know, it comes in how it comes back to them. Because they might not know to ask the person at the crematorium or the mortuary, so like it's good for me to know the process, because then I can help them with ideas too, because sometimes people come to me and I say, well, you can split it up too if you want to, and they go, we can,
right, because you're just not thinking about it too. You're also like you said, like in your whatever stage of
exactly so they might not know all the options available to them, and so for them to let me tour it was really valuable, and I was really grateful, because then I can help the families make a decision. Because a lot of times too, somebody will have two of these like 2 mediums to, and then I can make them out of the
Let's go
same piece of
downstairs
wood
now
so
and
that they're
see
really-
how Cece Boyce makes these cremation
Instead of
urns.
combining, because that would be like much bigger than.
Well, I mean, like one, if it's one person, so like say like it's like a mother died and like 2 siblings wanted to split them up, I could make 2 of these and then make them out of the same piece of wood so that they're related. So they look similar but not exactly the same. This is where all the
big part of the
big
magic.
machines come. So this is all the
Good
milling.
grief! So you moved all this up from Los Angeles?
Yeah. They had to bring it all down here in that
Down here.
down here.
And through that door?
Yeah, they did a tremendous job. Because everything, I thought, oh God, it's gonna come down there. Everything's gonna be out of square. So because I buy my lumber in the rough. Yeah, so none of it is milled, so I have to mill all of it. So yeah. So
What do you mean when you?
So the lumber, I'll show you. So
Okay.
the lumber comes like.
Ruby's very interested.
So the lumber comes like this, and so and then I have to mill it.
When you mill it, what does that mean?
I square, like make it smooth and square. When all of this stuff is rough, but like so you see these like smaller pieces here.
Like this?
Yeah. So these pieces. So then I take them. So you see how like the difference between these. Like now I've made it square and smaller and smooth, like that. See how the surface
holy
is
cow.
bumpy?
Yeah.
So then I cut them into 3s to like book match them, because then so that's why the grain of the urns goes all the way around.
Wow. Okay.
So you mill it.
You have to let it move.
We have to let it move. So you mill it. You mill it. You make it smooth, right? Then you cut it on the bandsaw. So then so you see like these are the same.
Yeah.
Like that. So you mill it. Then you kind of let it. So then the wood moves. So because you've taken you've cut it down the middle, and it'll. How do I describe this?
Yeah, moving. I'm struggling.
So wood is still there's pressure inside there still. So when you cut it this way, it doesn't stay flat. It'll kind of.
Oh, it's because of
It'll
the grain,
go-
because it's wood.
Yeah. So it'll be like it'll kind of cup. It'll
Okay,
kind of cup.
yeah.
So
Warp? Like warp?
Kind of. And then I make it smooth again, then I assemble it into the urn. So I'm milling it twice, and then I assemble it into the urn. So then that way it won't move when I assemble it.
So how, and we don't have one, or maybe you do have one down here, shows, how do you make these soft, uniform shapes?
Lots of sanding, like an hour of sanding.
Really?
Yeah.
And so those are pieces put together.
Yeah, so so it's for, let me see if I can, so this becomes, okay, then I'll show you, I have a process. So then once these get milled smooth, then they get constructed to here, so, and then you see how the grain goes all the way around, how it matches. Then,
I gotta make a comment really quickly.
Yeah.
So I grew up with a mother who sewed,
Mm-hmm.
and she was really into fabric, and she was she was my grandmother. And she would tell me when shopping for clothes, she's like, if the pattern doesn't line up, it's cheap.
yes, exactly.
So I wonder about
Exactly.
the people who are selling your China mock versions.
Yeah, are they doing this? Are they just doing something all the way around? I don't know. I've never bought one to see. Yeah, so this will go all the way around. So because I've cut them like this, then
okay.
so then it'll go all the way around. So then when I do this, then I cut the top off, I put a bottom on, and then sand it. You can see
So
that
okay, and look, you're doing
so that the grain matches. Wow. All the way around.
So then it looks like, that's probably why you were surprised that it was so light, because it looks like a solid piece.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought it was carved out.
Right. So then after lots of sanding and stuff like that, then it becomes smooth like that.
And the way that you are accomplishing this, right, is by making a joint.
Yeah.
So that you can get that rounded edge. That's incredible. And the pattern on this, that is wild.
Yeah.
It matches up.
Yeah.
And so this is before you. How do you finish it then? What do you?
So then I use a wax oil.
A wax oil.
Yeah.
Does it need to be waxed again?
No, just dusted. You can use like a cutting board oil or like a wax oil, like if it starts to look dry, but I use a wax oil that's meant for flooring, so it's really durable. Yeah, it's super durable. So this turns into this, and then you put the top on.
And for the magnets, do you cut out a hole?
Yeah, you just drill a hole in there, put the magnets in, and then you put the little boop, boop, boop.
That's on top.
Yeah. This one, see, the magnets are hidden in there. See, hide the little magnets.
Yeah.
Hide them. Wow. That's another little extra touch. You don't have to hide the magnets, but like, it's just another little.
It's pretty.
It's like matching the pocket. You know what I mean? Like it's just elevated. You know, if you're charging, $700 for an urn, you don't want to see the magnets.
No.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to see the
magnets. You don't see the magnets. Yeah. So it's like, so this is, from this to this is like another 2 hours of work.
Wow. Okay, so what would you say? I don't know if it's different for your small, medium, and large, but how many hours does it take for you to create?
From beginning to end, if everything goes well.
If everything goes well.
Like 4 hours for a large.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, and a little bit less time for, like for a small, probably 2 hours, and for a medium, like probably 3. Yeah.
But that's also because you haven't figured out.
For sure. Yeah.
And you've done a bunch of them.
Right.
Speaking
But if things don't go well and like something happens where, wood has a mind of its own, something like maybe I take it to the router table and something chips off and then I have to fix it. That's another hour to fix that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes, usually I say I can make an urn and a half a day. That's usually what I say.
Urn and a half a day.
Because also it's over a period of time, because I have to do this milling and then I have to leave it for overnight. You know what I mean? And then because I have to let the wood move. And so I can't mill something up and assemble it the same day. So I have to, and when I finish something, I have to let that sit. I can't just finish it and ship it out. Because I have to,
Tell me why.
Because I have to let the finish cure. And I'm not gonna send send it to somebody else smelly. And also, like, I put the finish on it, and then I rough it up and I wax it as well.
Right.
And so it's a long process. So not everything can be all done in one day.
Right.
So I usually have kind of 3 things going at once. Yeah. So everything. I usually have. That's why I have these things going right now. Like, so I've milled this stuff up. I'm letting the wood move right now. These are going to be done probably tomorrow. They're going to be assembled tomorrow. This stuff, and then I'm letting this. I'm assembling this. This is probably going to be cut up and like sanded tomorrow.
Okay. Wow. So it takes a lot longer than 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things. I love that. Okay, so we've heard all about the process. We've got to see all these amazing pieces.
Okay, so that is a medium.
This is a medium. This is a small.
Oh, okay.
So these two are mediums.
And hold up the small. Okay, so how much is the small?
The small is between $260 and like $300, $325 for a custom.
Does it depend on the wood? Pardon me.
Yeah, it depends on the wood and if it's like a ready to ship or if it's one of the made to orders.
Okay.
Yeah, or custom. The mediums go between $450 and $550, depending on the wood, custom, and the larges are between $575 and $675.
And now the medium that you're holding in your hand, right? Now, how much ashes does that hold?
So this medium holds 90 cubic inches of cremains, so it's good for a larger dog or when cremains are split amongst family members.
And then the small one?
The small one holds 25 cubic inches, so that's good for cat, small dog, an infant, or as a keepsake urn.
Which one do you like, Babs? You're tiny. Which one do you?
Okay, well, I'm gonna be like down here. Like, thank you. Thank you.
Such a special opportunity to get hands-on with
Thank you so
products
much.
and
Very impressed.
and just
so
see
love
they're
it.
handmade
Thank you
by
for crying with us
artisans.
because I felt really
You
alone
have
yesterday crying.
something
I'm
that
like,
any of your
Thank you so much
wares that
for-
you'd like
for
us to do a
allowing
piece
me
on,
and,
reach out.
Thanks for coming up.
Till
Thanks
next
for coming
time,
up to the
Beside
mountain.
Death.
yeah,
Thanks for
thanks for having us.
making it.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.